Rosa Parks decided to stay seated in December of 1955, I was 2.5 years old. I know that what Rosa Parks did made a huge difference in my life. You know, now as I am 60 years old, and I look back at all the opportunities, all the doors that were open because of people like Rosa Parks. The conventional wisdom about her is, oh, this was just a woman who got on the bus, she was tired, her feet hurt, she didn't want to get up. But that does not take into account her incredibly amazing political consciousness, the training that she had.
She had been trained as a political activist, working as field secretary for the Montgomery chapter of the NAACP. She was part of a community of women activists at local colleges who were organizing to take on segregated buses for the purposes of ending that practice. So they were thoughtfully and diligently looking for their opportunity to strike.
She was like Jackie Robinson in the sense that it had to be the right person. Jackie Robinson could be the person he was, the person who made the difference in baseball, because he had the discipline and the awareness and the consciousness to do what he did. Rosa Parks had the discipline and the consciousness and the awareness to be able to be the person to represent herself and to represent African Americans who were trying to make a difference.
Her story tells us that you don't have to always have been a leader to do something important and to make an impact, and that you don't have to be a big personality or a loud person to take a stand, that you can be a sort of quiet person of principles, and that these sort of quiet people and people who work behind the scenes are important to the history of social change.
Up until that time, people just sort of accepted what was going on. They really couldn't fight back because the consequences were too great. And because she had been trained and because she was a member of the NAACP and because of the confluence of Martin Luther King coming to Montgomery, this bus boycott was incredibly powerful. It's something that people will study forever. It's something that started with the spark from this woman that grew into a local bus boycott, that grew into a national consciousness, that made not just African Americans realize that this had to end. It made most Americans who care about liberty and justice realize that this way of life